player. It has been an absolute phenomenon being here tonight. But now we're back to the top two. One of these players getting gold, the other silver. They went through one crazy bracket run after another. And starting on PS2, it's Dexter versus MJ.
This has been an evening full of upsets of new blood staking their claim to the top positions in our region, but we end it with a classic.
Yeah, the time skip is shaking up everybody, but it's nice to have some tried and true people we're used to seeing at the top show their stuff for us some more, saying that, hey, the new Vanguard might be here, but the old Vanguard still got it on lock. And I fully expect to see some good tricks from MJ and Dexter coming out into this set.
Starting with a little bit of down tilt pressure by MJ, going ahead and trying to get Dexter sent to the corner here. And how does Dexter actually fight out? Good forward throw by MJ, just claiming space. Amazing wolf flash. I'm surprised it didn't clip. But okay, the down tilt.
All the way across. Oh, no.
He hit a button.
Dexter tried to push a button there. And, I mean, hey, he gets to come back on that next stock and try pressing that button again.
MJ already showing what makes this matchup a little bit difficult. Wolf is kind of like at the perfect weight to fall into all of Rob's tricks.
It's not a Dexter set if he does an SD. He got it out of the way immediately, and he's in winners. So he can get it out of the way now.
Down throw, trying to go ahead and force an early kill here. At edge is Dexter. Just flashing that reflector like, don't even think about the laser.
Okay, I know you have gyro, I know you have laser. Cut it out. Come on. We're better than this.
The pressure. MJ just goes ahead and down tilt the shield, walks away. It's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, wasn't me. But stock on board. Dex down a full stock. That SD was pretty tragic. But at the same time, Dexter still does some work. Dexter can get a good read on you and you're going to be blown up for it.
Trying to go ahead and get some kind of gyro pressure going is MJ. I like the option to toss it up. Dexter just kind of walked in and took it though, and MJ didn't get it. Ooh, very hard punish for it.
Down tilt grab. It's a fun little DDR game for Dexter, who managed to come out on top there. And now these two just scrapping. Wolf got good buttons. Rob deceptively good buttons. That's supposed to be a zoner, but man, he hits hard.
This is a character that he's very good at tempo changes. Rob can go ahead and decide if he wants to play as a projectile character, or he can go ahead and just scrap up close depending on the matchup. Right here, it feels like Dexter is trading. He's getting good damage on MJ, but the problem is he's down to full stock. He can't have these near-death experiences like he just did right there with that gyro.
Exactly. You do not want to be down a game fresh into it, especially because you've been sitting in winners. You want to get yourself on the board right away, even though you have that second set to play around with. But out the gate, MJ's shown to be a lot more on fire.
Great spot dodge right there. Responding to the down tilt. Unsafe shield pressure was MJ to get that game one. And we called it a Dexter suicide, but to be honest, it felt like he got forced into that situation by MJ. He had to go low, and then he had to get that immediate up B after the rotor arms came out.
Yeah, he had to hit his body because he would have been clipped by the arms. He would have been sent off stage. He would have been dead for it. So he got the hit onto MJ, but unfortunately, where MJ was positioned, he didn't have the traction and the movement to get to that ledge in time, or spatially. So unfortunate situation, but Dexter's just going to run it right back to PS2, and we're going to keep the train moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see four of our games here on this stage.
That's what top players do here at MWA. We pick PS2 till the day we die.
Yeah, exactly. It is a stage that both of these characters benefit from in different ways. From Wolf loving the fact that his up smash and up tilt kill a little bit early, loving the fact that he can stand underneath those platforms, and MJ loving the narrow blast zones himself because that means that rotor arms kills at 10.
Exactly. So MJ always going to keep that in mind as a viable option here. Oof, Dexter following him just a bit. I love to see it. That's how you know Dexter's already starting to think about your movements to get a lock on you. Dexter is so good at analyzing opponent and finding a good option to respond to it. And this is a lot different than the game we saw in Game 1. Dexter is out the gate a lot more on fire, a lot more alert and aware to deal with MJ's tricks.
But MJ forced him to the corner again. Neutral air forces him off stage. Not quite going to finish that stock, though. The great air dodge by MJ.
Oh, but call out.
As soon as Dexter drops shield, MJ's like, oh, I got to get out of here. I have an opportunity. No, you don't.
You versus Wolf, please. Now getting swatted out in turn. MJ trying to ledge trap Dexter as best he can. Stuck between the gyro. That's rough.
He got his double jump back at least.
Very important. And I like that. Immediate get up shield, avoid that up smash. Do not want to get hit by something like that.
I'm finding it interesting that Dexter and a few of our top Wolf players have started to prioritize low percent up throw instead of forward throw.
Interesting as well. That's just rough. That's MJ cleaning up that stock, evening it up for him. And Dexter did a good job cleaning up that stock, but he didn't get enough percentage, so it's still pretty just neck and neck between these two. That's the thing. If you get that stock early, you want to just run with it as best you can, get that extra mileage, get that extra credit.
Yeah, just relieves so much pressure. If you have a big percentage lead on a fresh stock, you just don't feel pressured to go in.
And versus a character like Rob, it's good to ease up on the brakes a little bit, because if you approach or not approach in the incorrect way, Rob will eat you alive for it.
Agreed, agreed. MJ going high, trying to get back to center stage. The stalling down here didn't feel like it was necessary. Like, Dexter backed off, gave him space, but the second that he hit a button, he just put himself in an awkward situation. No fuel, but the Nair barely clipping Dex, giving MJ the opportunity he needs to get some more fuel back. But the air dodge again. That
is the awareness from Dexter to wait for. He was waiting for a tech situation, but he saw that MJ air dodged in and was like, okay, easy up smash punish. His ability to react is so vital here, because yeah, this is offline, baby. Like his understanding of calling out MJ's options there was just so beautiful. And now we're in a similar situation of, can he get this extra credit? Can he start racking it up? I mean, 45, looking kind of nice at the moment. So want to see if he's doing a good job. Like, he's keeping him a ledge right now, and I want to see a little bit more and put Dexter on the map here.
Back here, not going to work out again by MJ. He's just hoping, beyond hope, that Dexter jumps in a little bit errantly, but it feels like he doesn't have the need to press. These guns come out when Dexter actually has a significant enough lead so that he doesn't have to like charge in mindlessly and just pressure MJ, and he can just like force openings on his side. Back throw is going to force him high. He does double jump, but the flash will get him back to stage.
Nice get attack. Yeah, getting rid of that down smash from MJ. Quick reflector back to back into an instant parry. Up throw, will it kill with the rage? Yes, sir, it will. MJ down a lot, but you can cheese Rob in a lot, or cheese Wolf rather, in a lot of different ways. So all it takes is something, and honestly, it could be right here. Nice Wolf flash immediately out the gate, puts MJ in the disadvantage in the corner on the other side of the stage.
Again, he knows how to get out of this spot, though.
Oh, the Tims on the up tilt, waiting for Rob to land with the Nair, hitting him with that easy up tilt on the platform. Excellent, excellent coverage and knowledge from Dexter shining through there.
True, MJ feels like he put up a hell of a fight, though. In these kinds of matchups, when both players are really close and going back and forth, it seems to be that whoever can get the better ledge pressure tends to win. Like, in neutral, both players are kind of even. Both characters don't really expose either MJ or Dexter to these kind of like long dominant strings where somebody's going to go ahead and just deal 90 damage and take control of the match. Instead, it's tit for tat. It's a little bit of damage in neutral, and then the minute that somebody can press that advantage into an edge trapping situation, they tend to spiral a lead out of that.
And this is MJ's favorite stage to go to. It's FD. I know Dexter's a lot of experience here, and he's very proficient in it as well. But I want to see, MJ's love for the stage shine through a bit here. But out the gate, it's Dexter, again, carrying that momentum from last game and causing some damage for MJ.
The forward air, and then he goes for it. Dex has to back off, but that was very nearly death.
That was close.
It didn't really cost MJ anything. That's what I love, is that he knows how to go ahead and go super aggressive off stage without putting himself into an awkward spot that Dex can take advantage of.
Now the percentage is pretty potent for Dexter, very close, but now he can start finding those back airs at ledge. This is where it becomes a dangerous game for MJ, especially with these ledge traps as well. A lot of pressure on board.
No double jump, but he managed to get back there with a good air dodge.
The gyro helps put MJ back in, and that's dangerous for Dexter, being close to that gyro and Rob. Always a very scary situation.
Perfect positioning there from MJ. The double forward air, though, and he whiffed on that second one. Barely. Dexter just kind of like stared him down and ended up with a free stock by not reacting. You have to recognize when your opponent's going to whiff, and then you can actually get a strong whiff punish off instead of like an out-of-shield punish. By Dex not deciding to put up the shield, he managed to get a stock out of it.
Love the awareness from that. And finding the extra credit on this next stock too. And I love like the footsies, the back and forth dance between these two. Dexter is just kind of weaving in and out of MJ's threat zone and just avoiding so much while kind of nickel and diming him on these little percentages here. So
MJ almost got him right there with that up smash.
That was a dangerous game. Sometimes Rob up smash is always right there on the horizon. But Dexter so far, very different from game one, on par with game two.
Neutral air not going to connect. The forward smash, that's when I feel like Dex starts to feel like he can press his lead really hard, because he doesn't lose too much.
Okay, he does lose a stock for that though.
That was a little bit wild. That was, I don't know what mix-up that was, because he was like a solid 3 character models away. Like MJ could just like easily react to that and shield.
More than enough time to deal with it, and now he's eating it, that's for sure. Look at that, 45, 56, stuck in the corner. He just gave up his stock and like half of his now second stock for a crazy read. And it's only getting worse.
I mean, but if he did it, though.
If you got the Twitch clip, though, unfortunately, he did not. And now he just has to, like, deal with this stock. Hopefully he can get it soon, but...
No, MJ using the rage to his advantage. And that's kind of one of Wolf's weaknesses, is that when you're at, like, 160, he's going to kill off of stray hits that are a little bit committal. And MJ just really tightened down the defensive gameplay and just ended up getting a full stock where it doesn't necessarily matter what he loses now. He's drawn even.
Dexter's aggressive up B on stage has directly led to this result. He lost to that first stock, just kind of got mowed down as MJ tightened that game plan, as you said, and not even getting kills here, nearing 200%. This is where things get brutal, as Dexter needs to get this stock if he wants to find himself in the lead. Finally, he clanks with that upper, he trades for it, so he's down, you know, a decent bit of percentage, but at least he's still on the board.
Agreed, and now he's taken the gyro away from MJ for some time. Finally, actually just tosses it off stage. But now MJ is able to go ahead and start applying pressure of his own. Dash attack not quite hitting. Great ZI by MJ.
Yeah, that beautiful tech situation and getting these up airs on up airs. A lot of pressure that Dexter has to deal with. Yeah, catching that jump with that laser. Oh no!
The gyro set it up.
The quick layup from our good friend Gyro as just the raw back air slam dunks Dexter into the blast zone.
It felt like MJ was setting up for some kind of on-shield pressure, but instead he just immediately turned around, tossed off the back air, and there was nothing Dex could have done. If he held shield and didn't get poked by Gyro, that would have been safe on shield, and he couldn't have pressured further because the Gyro was blocking his path. That was one of those no-risk, high-reward situations, and it paid off quite a bit for MJ.
100%. Now MJ leading this set 2-1. He's in loser's bracket, so he has a lot more to go if he wants to get gold tonight. But Dexter looking to answer back. You know, now we're going a little bit back and forth here. You know, trading game for game. And that, okay, MJ just tried to end that man right there at the gate. That is 7 seconds into the match. You're not supposed to add that much fire to the flame.
Backdoor down air. Just I want to go next. I got another set to win. Let's make this quick.
Try to speed run the bracket. I mean, hey, it is already like 12:30 in the venue, so I don't know about the players, but the energy definitely diminishes over time. And if you have the stamina to make it this far, you know you want to like just end it as quick as you can.
I'm surprised that MJ didn't go for rotor arms right there. He must know something that I didn't, because that really looked like that would have been true with that double forward air instead.
Oh, but the back air connecting more than enough to take that stock. Barely touched. Dexter is just trying to find a solution, but MJ is just so good at out-scrapping and finding the best opportunities to come out on top.
I feel like whenever MJ gets gyro jank, he just levels up. It's like anytime I can make you look silly and go ahead and get a Twitch clip, it's like, yo, what's stopping me from being the best?
Gotta look nice, gotta dress to impress. Dexter looking for any option to get rid of MJ stock. And like, to his credit, the last few strings of his have been phenomenal. The pressure at ledge 2, very great, and that's the up smash, the quick scoops on the platform. And Dexter, who looked really rough at the start, evening up this game pretty handily.
Now it's just a battle of who can get their low percent combos going sooner. Dex is doing a really good job of like not allowing these neutral layers to convert off of too much though.
And yeah, taking a second to just like shoot Blaster out, cause some longer distance problems.
Down air,
oh,
yep.
Nice.
Do it
It's
again.
Not gonna kill.
Oh, the Wolf Flash, he just barely missed that hitbox.
That would have been so phenomenal. Or if he even found the follow-up there off the weak hit of that, would have been so huge for him. But despite that, it's still tons of damage on board. That's rough. Throwing yourself out of the ledge.
Goes for the aggressive flash, but he's just going to get back thrown for that. I'm loving the angles that he's going for, though. Like that awkward angle on the up B.
Just surviving all the smash attacks from MJ. Like, MJ's so calculated in covering these options, but Dexter is barely managing to stay one step ahead. This is tense. Like, this next stock does matter a great deal.
Dash attack clears out the landing by MJ. How can he land? Good neutral air positioning. Not quite going to get clipped by that up tilt, but Dex still chases him down.
Looking for something nice. Tech, keeping yourself alive, and it's the scoops once more to take that second stock. 2 for 2 right now on that. And Dexter he just needs to hold on to the stock as long as he can, maybe use the rage to his advantage, but as I say that, MJ says no thanks, trying to win.
Unsafe shield pressure by both players, kind of coming back to bite them here, but on the last stock, this is Dexter's winner's side of bracket life here.
Oh, that's
if he gets carried off, did he save his double jump? He did not.
He didn't. That's the reset.
Gets the bracket reset, so yeah, this is a brand new ball game. And starting off from game 1, it felt like MJ kind of had Dex's number. Game 2, we saw a bit of a a counter punch by Dex, I want to say, where he just completely changed the tenor of the set.
Yeah, put Uno reverse on the table.
A little bit too little too late, it felt like. Because the next two games, like MJ, I don't want to say that he was dominant, because it certainly could have gone Dex's way, but it just seemed as though he had the jank. And it's a small crack in Dex's armor. Typically, he's very good at dodging those, but it was big enough to get that W.
Yeah, he upped the ante for sure, put Dexter on notice, and at the end of it, it's MJ that resets the bracket for himself, so we're starting back on PS2, we're kind of renewing ourselves for one final set. No more resets this time. This best of 5 decides it all, Scabs.
That it does let it rain, so we're back to the same situation here, where Dex just keeping up the pressure at ledge phenomenally, and MJ has to expend his fuel, go high, and does manage to sneak away. Now it's a question of, can he actually just get some kind of a string going? He's back in the corner. He grabbed ledge himself, perhaps by accident, but the down tilt strings, Dexter set up by that gyro yet again.
Every time Gyro's on stage, I just get so nervous, but Dexter, keeping it cool, keeping it calm, keeping it collected, gets that stock on MJ, no big issue, and he's getting out of the corner just as well. Whew. 2
point-blank range guns saying, I don't feel pressured to run in. I think that you are the one who just, if you whip in my face, I'll pull out the projectile.
The dashbacks from Dexter are so potent. It's a shame he didn't get that. He was barely out of range for that down smash. MJ's awareness of avoiding it, so smart.
Oh, probably would have killed too at 77. That is a
exactly.
good move.
A very good move. Sakurai said, yes, the win button, please.
I think that move's been nerfed like 3 times, and it's still one of the better down smashes in the game.
Didn't they nerf it, but then it actually got buffed? I can't even remember. But hey, speaking of good down smashes, Rob, well, Dexter kind of jumped there, and he kind of died for it, unfortunately.
Forced MJ. Okay, MJ.
Get up. Hey, get up. Get up right now.
I know you want to hit a button.
He really wanted Dexter to get up and hit a button, but not on the cards. As again, Dexter is doing a lot more like easing off the gas this set and just kind of answering in kind to the stuff MJ's throwing at. Like, we're seeing a lot more dashback, a lot more movement, and a lot more pressure from Dexter, and it's starting to make a difference in this game.
And the back air, yeah, it doesn't matter. If you want to go ahead and trade with that, that'll do. Across the stage is good enough to kill.
Steel-toed boots do more than just enough. And Dexter's looking really solid. I mean, this is what we saw in the middle of that last set before MJ was taking control of it.
Yeah, we've seen this story before, and usually the way it ends is MJ getting a rotor arms kill. that's kind of how it works. Like, Dexter feels like he's getting up a string of momentum. He feels like he's in control of the match, and then MJ kills him at 35.
We'll see if history repeats itself, though. Because, I mean, MJ's finding some stuff right now. Lots of grabs, lots of pressure, but losing some percentage and that control and advantage with that. Because of that wolf flash, that's the back air.
Great call out.
Amazing.
He recognized immediately that MJ was trying to set something up and go high with a double jump, and just from the full stage, he committed all of his resources, slammed that back air directly in to take the W in game 1.
That was so smart by Dexter, and the goal now is to keep up this momentum. MJ has been so good in that first set in answering back in kind. Dexter would up the ante, MJ would call that bluff out and come out winning the pot. So, I mean, we're going to see this set decides who wins the pot for tonight. You know, who wins the bulk of it, gets that gold. And Dexter's up a game, MJ deciding to rematch him on PS2 and up the ante for himself. So we're going to see if he pops off and repeats what we saw last set.
These forward throws are so effective by MJ. Like, at low percent, Rob typically doesn't get too much out of his throw combos, but it feels like he has kind of perfected the way to press Dexter with that option. Just kind of force him to ledge and try to rack up some damage. Dex does manage to clip it with the forward air, back air, seizing stage control for himself. Just flashing the reflector, forcing MJ to respect that option.
And now, Dexter doing a good job controlling center stage, avoiding a lot of the grabs and just the tomahawks as well. Loving the awareness from Dexter right now. Can he catch some landings from MJ? More controlling about center stage. So, you know, that definitely does the trick here.
Trying to clear it up with that back here, but not quite going to work out. Dexter, his landings are just getting destroyed right now. MJ is doing a really good job of recognizing when he can go in and when he can force Dex to toss out an unsafe option.
MJ again finding the landings, but quick grabs from Dexter more than enough to keep this robot in disadvantage. No two frames though. The air dodges from MJ have been immaculate this whole night. Like, he has known how to get past those offensive options, but it's the up air that does the trick, seals the deal. MJ still now on the back foot.
And it's the air dodges on stage that feel like they've been costing him. It seems like he always does that directional air dodge like onto platforms, and Dex has been opening him up for that.
And getting some reads as well. Dexter doing a great job at finding the defense's weakening.
Again,
for
look
MJ.
at that. I feel like if he does neutral air dodge once in these situations, he won't get opened up nearly as much. There's so little lag on that compared to the directionals.
Gives him the option to move a little bit more, get to that landing faster. And it's the back air 2 for 2. Man, does it pack a punch. Or a kick, rather.
Yeah, it felt like MJ was trying to do a gyro cancel right there, just some kind of aggressive option to get him out of disadvantage. It's not working out. Now, Dexter, how is he going to take advantage of this situation? MJ has cornered himself, gets the up throw into one up air. He does get the defensive option when he comes back down, but it felt like he was trying to jump out of shield and falls prey to MJ's lingering back air.
And now, MJ down to full stock, but he's finding a little bit of traction here and there, kind of putting Dexter in advantage. This is where things get dangerous.
He DI'd that so well, and he's still done.
Okay, I thought that was I was so close to being the spike hitbox. I was terrified for MJ.
Dexter made every decision correctly in that string, and he still died for it.
That's the power of the robotic operating buddy, Scabs. Like, this character, nice.
There's nothing friendly about this character.
Nothing friendly about him. He is a menace to everyone.
Robotic operating esports. I can't say it here.
Yeah, it's true. And can you get some pressure, Dexter? Looking for something, trying to catch these landings, but MJ's getting a lot more smarter now. He's starting to adapt to it. But, I mean, back air is still back air from Wolf, so.
We hit, though, so MJ lives to tell the tale. He finally gets to land, but Dexter is just right there. It feels like whenever MJ, like, expends all his resources to fake Dex out, Dex can still just shield grab him.
Be so careful near the ledge. I feel like one grab is all it takes for MJ to just steal your stuff.
Just back throw him and then pray.
And getting the reads as well on that stuff, that could have been dangerous, but Dexter's still winning, coming out on top here.
Yep.
164, you do not have enough time to sit on ledge. Like, it's rough out there.
Have to choose an option, spin the wheel, and hope that your opponent is not covering whatever the heck you picked.
Pick a god and pray, honestly. Hey, Vishnu? Vishnu doesn't want me to live, unfortunately. Not there.
You have just like the Greek pantheon index card in your back pocket.
Hey, Hephaestus, you want to? No. I mean, you're the god of the forge, and I'm a no? Okay.
Okay, so here is my question. This is actually a Greek mythology question for you. Is Hephaestus or Zeus the god of computers?
I would say Hephaestus. He's the forge, and I mean, even though there's electricity running through it, like computers aren't electricity. Tech isn't like just electricity,
So the question, the god of the internet?
We got to there's going to be a new Greek god.
All right, we got to get a new god of the internet right there. That's for sure. Dionysus, god of the internet, says break. Okay, I dig
madness
that.
and parties, yeah, 100%. I mean, we all know what the internet was made for, so makes sense. The party man would definitely take control.
All right, we are now in a situation where MJ has to get a reverse 3-0 if he wants to stay in this one, and this is not necessarily the way you want to see it start off. Again, forward air back air. Even though MJ feels like he's holding out, he still gets clipped with a weak hit. He has to expend all of his resources. He hasn't touched the ground yet. How much fuel does he have left?
Oh, no.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that you got to monitor that chassis. You got to make sure you have enough fuel, or else it's going to be a lot of fire for you. Okay, just betting it all there. Yeah,
I respect it so much. Like I chuckle at these, but it's like, because I understand the thought process that the player is doing. It's like, I have to go for it. Might as well.
You do need to die now. You got to pull out some tricks up your sleeve. And even though Dexter's smart enough not to fall for him, it's always worth throwing him out there, because you can get lucky. You can still find yourself in this game. And the full stock is rough right now. Oh, not even getting the connection there, unfortunately.
Now it's center stage for MJ, but he kind of expends it right there with that up smash. Now it's Dex's turn to corner him. Down throw, force him to recover low. No, MJ expends resources again, and I don't think he touched ground.
He's struggling.
He's going to be low on fuel again.
There it is. He finds himself there. That's going to be a dash attack unsafe from Dexter. MJ going to find it.
All right, it's setting up another awkward situation. That dash attack. Now Dex has to expend his double jump.
No.
The gyro clips him. Great wolf flash. That's the only option he had to get back at that angle. Fired it off immediately, rewarded with the stock.
Exactly. That high percentage means you cannot tech the stage. You bounce right off. MJ bouncing on his final stock right now could be. He needs to make the comeback here, win 2 more games, or Dexter can seal the deal, shut him out with a 3-0 in the reset. And look, right now it's looking like Dexter's game.
Just toss him off stage, and we will be seeing if you can still say that, though.
Give him a second. Let's see. I like the mash,
The
too.
mash out. Yeah, that's perfect. And he got the snipe, too. Did Dexter double jump? No, saved it. And then goes for the
another
wolf
one.
flash again, nearly finishing off
Oh.
MJ. And the stalling down air a little bit too slow. Dexter cleans it up with that back air and finishes with the 3-0 in the bracket reset. Dexter takes the grind 144.
Excellent work by our local Wolfmans. Of course, it is after midnight, so the werewolf has come out to play after the reset. Excellent work by Dexter. And I mean, after MJ was doing such a good job keeping it close in that first set, but once the reset, Dexter's like, all right, no more games, all the tricks, no holds barred. I gotta take this win and shut him out with that 3-0. So, I mean, good work to like all the competitors, all our top 8 today. An amazing bracket, but Dexter is the man of the night.
Also want to go ahead and give a special shout out to everybody that went ahead and casted tonight. I'm so happy that we can feature so many talented casters on the mic.
A lot of people.
We had Parappa stopping by, we had Jackie Peanut stopping by, we had SAX stopping by earlier.
Waifu season for a little bit in the
Waifu
early
season?
run.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So-
I got them on there for like, half a set, a full
Sweet.
set. So
Definitely. It's
that's
always great
people.
to see so many folks from MDVA stepping up to the mic. And you, of course, Let It Rain needs no introduction, but
And I got to highlight you, of course, Scabs, working so hard to organize stuff for the casters here, putting in the lion's share of the work. And just thank you so much for working hard for all of us here and making sure that the people at home get the amazing content they deserve.